Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bath City Radio for live coverage of today's Vanarama National League South clash between Hornchurch and Bath City from the stadium. I'm Mark Stillman, commentating throughout with Matt Francis on summarising duties. It's a fourth successive Saturday on the road for the nomadic Romans and a fourth game in the last month against a side promoted last season. Hornchurch stormed to the Isthmian Premier title with 100 points and just shy of a century of goals. They've done OK back at this level for the first time in 11 years, but further progress has been stunted by a succession of injuries. That's a topic Bath City know all about as well. A plethora of withdrawals this season has hit an already threadbare squad, which suffered heartbreak last week in the FA Cup at Aldershot Town. Referee Josh Crofts checks that we're all ready to get underway. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧, all in yellow, shielding his eyes. Does look like a back four for Hornchurch this afternoon, and the game is underway. Humphrey Ewers goes back to Wiles Richards on the edge of his own penalty area.
What are we, 14.5 minutes into this game? Bath City haven't really gotten going yet. You want to see them start to build those patterns, but they're just not quite getting the ball down in the way they want to at the minute.
Rate over to the left to Scannell, inside to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚. Now McQueen back to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚. Really good one too. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 has gone down in the edge of the box, and the referee initially played on. McQueen's shot was saved, but it's a foul right on the edge of the penalty area, and there's going to be a yellow card here. And Grimes, I think, see whether he can dip it in time. Saunders shoots, it's inside the post and stays out. A marvellous effort from the midfielder. It's come back, well, it went back towards him. Actually, he wouldn't have been allowed to touch it because he didn't touch anyone else on the way through. It's out for a throw-in, but that was ever so close to being 1-0.
It's an excellent effort from Saunders. He would have made up for some road crosses he's made so far today, but that's an excellent effort dipping away from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛
welcome if you're listening in this afternoon. As Fisher gets a flick on to 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏, tries to get the ball into his stride. Now this is exciting. Plays it back across, and Greenwich there to cover. Poor clearance, and Humphrey-Ewers came in. It was an awful clearance from the fullback. Played it straight against Greenwich, and straight against Humphrey-Ewers, and he could only plant it wide under a lot of pressure. But Bath City's best chance by far.
Yeah, for sure, and it all comes from the combination that they enjoy. Alex Fisher winning a brilliant flick on. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 showing his pace.
Great to take this latest corner as we've just crossed into the 39th minute. A hanging one, this time towards the back post, headed wide! And it wasn't too far away from Scott, who trots back, and he was very close to scoring.
And now, I think they've gone short again. Yeah,
there are three players crowding around it. It's Tilson, chips it, and Martis Grimes, and he has wastefully headed it wide. Hornchurch completely went to sleep. First of all, with the short corner, no one went to charge it down. Scannell cuts in field, away from James and Russ. 35 yards out. It's fine. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 near the edge of the box. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 left-footed, too close to Harvey Wiles Richards, who takes it within his mix. And on my reckoning, I think that's the first shot on target of the game. Signed in June. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 turns away from Parcell and goes to ground. Parcell wrapped his hands around him a little bit. It's a free kick to Hornchurch. It's just over 30 yards out, but central. So somebody might fancy it. Jerry Gill said pretty much they're quite good at set pieces, but I think there's a yellow card actually for Parcell. Sort of right behind Saunders. It is Saunders right into that wall, who stood firm, and Grimes is there behind to cover. Throws taken short to Saunders. Does manage to get a cross in. James, it's a poor clearance. Fortunately, they failed as Parcell. The luck was in Bath City's favour there. James again can't fully get it away. It's a woeful effort in truth from Phillips, around 30 yards out. Picked up in midfield now from Rate to Scannell. First time ball. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 trying to turn away from Parcell. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 stayed on his feet. Towards his left foot, bends it off target. He did well initially, actually, to keep his balance to Greenslade, who went advanced with that attack, as Humphrey-Ewers gets the other side of Greenwich, does well. A little bit of a pull on the shoulder as well from the on-loan fullback. Humphrey-Ewers swings it towards the back post, not a bad ball, and 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏 from a near impossible angle could only volley it into the side netting. I think the ball was almost out when he connected. So free kick to Hornchurch, left of centre, around 35 yards out. Players crowded near the edge of the box. Well, it's headed back and over the bar from Phillips. It was helped in from Scott, and Phillips was sort of in an awkward position. Tried something acrobatic, and it flies harmlessly off target. Goal kick. As Wiles Richards, tempted diagonal ball, was easy headed away from Phillips. And one in midfield from Tilson. That's a good ball from 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧. He should get free away on the left-hand side. Keeps it in play. Face from Saunders. Turns inside of him with ease. Now inside the penalty area. He's got players waiting in the middle. Draws it across. Russ brings it under control in the 6-yard box. Shoots. It's blocked. There's a appeal to handball on Phillips, who went the grind. Thought the ball maybe hit his hip. If it was handball, I mean, his hand's right by his side. I don't think he could do much about it, but he did enough. Great work from Elliot Furr to create it. Russ close to his first goal for the club. Towards the near post, but it's easily dealt with from Clements. Tilson does well to get there first. But now Hornchurch can try and swarm forward in numbers. They've got Scano, he's got man open on the inside. Oh, it's a dreadful touch from Nash, and had he brought that under control, that would have been 1-0, I'm sure. Kick taken from Miles Richards. Fisher flicks it on. 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 over to Freer. Heads it back inside to 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗏. Far side from us, cuts inside, makes a little bit of space. Can't get a shot away. He had 3 players in blue and white quarters in his way, but now it's over to Freer on the left-hand side. He's got room again. Drills it across. Fisher! Oh, it came off the goalkeeper, back against Fisher, and goes behind. I thought he was going to have another last-minute goal, and he did against Salisbury the other week. As a yellow card has gone up in Hornchurch player. I think it might have been Rate. Sorted itself out. Throws it inside to 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗛𝗏, who gives the ball away. And now Hornchurch can try and break with Kashket. He's got electric pace down the right-hand side. Hornchurch have got 3 players joining the attack. Kashket might want to try and do it alone. Near the edge of the box. A shot is just wide. And the man who rescued a point for them last week at Salisbury with a last-minute goal nearly gave them all 3 there. That was mighty close, and a really adventurous run from the man who signed just a month or so ago, which was potentially their last attack. Thrown towards the near post. Fisher's there defending. It's flicked onto Ozaki-Nwande. Good header away from Tilson. Oh, what a shot! What a save from the edge of the box. Adams, I think, got it away. The technique was absolutely class, and it is so close. Trying to see who got the shot away. Nash. No, I think it was Nash. It was Nash. It's a corner. It's an incredible save at the near post. Fisher does well to help it away, because that looked destined for the bottom corner. It looked like it was going to be heartbreak for a second week running as Grimes booming header away, and that's the final action of the game, where Hornchurch was so close to stealing all 3 points from their leading goal scorer Liam Nash. But a magnificent save from 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗛𝗏. That's what he's there for. Keeps it out. He keeps another clean sheet for Bar City this season. Half a dozen for him on his return. City had a couple of late glimmers. Fisher, where the ball was ricocheted back onto him from goalkeeper Terry and went wide. The closest Hornchurch also went to scoring was in the first half, when a free kick from Saunders was played against the inside of the post and stayed out. Bar City, yet again, they were pretty firm and solid at the back, and it finishes goalless. Thank you all as well for listening. On Tuesday night, you'll be joined by Andrew Kerslake. Again, big thanks to him for the feature on Jim Barron at half-time. He'll be alongside Alex Lane, Keltica and Toby Wellington. 7:30 PM our coverage starts for that one. So from myself, Mark Stillman, from Matt Francis here in Essex, Hornchurch 0, Bar City 0. Enjoy what's left of your weekend.